Do you think capitalism as a system, first off to state, I think America is a mixed economy.
It is a mixed economy.
And I think you would agree with that. In generally, do you think the rise of automation is going to change the way conservative values approach the possibilities of moving upwards into society? And does that then necessitate possibilities like a universal basic income? And if not that, then what other solutions?
Yeah, so this is a great question, and I think it's becoming of increasing concern given the level of automation that's happening in the society. The vast majority of manufacturing jobs in the United States, contra Trump, have not been lost to Mexico and China. They've been lost to automation. Right? 85% of all those jobs have been lost to machines. So people are worried that machines will take over the world. So my particular perspective on this is that we have always worried that machines are going to take over the world. The Luddites were smashing the gears during the Industrial Revolution because they were afraid that the machines were going to take over the world and they were all going to lose their jobs. Okay, we never could, like, there are certain things that we never would have imagined as jobs that are now full sectors of the economy. Like 40 years ago, if you wanted a cup of coffee, you went to a diner and got a cup of coffee for 5 cents. And now you have an entire massive industry dedicated to specializing in making you precisely your type of coffee. So until they make the replicator from Star Trek, that's the machine that makes other machines and magically makes all items they don't have a price and and they're all free. Once that happens, then universal basic income probably isn't even necessary. I mean, if you can actually just create everything with machines and everything is extraordinarily cheap, the price of everything drops near zero, and you don't need much income to live on. So there's that. I don't think we're there in the economy yet. I also don't think we're there in the economy to the point where all jobs have disappeared. The job trends have kept up with the technological trends. It's not like everybody is now out of work because the technology has gotten so good.
Right, and that may be true, but like let's just take the short term, for example. Like the rising possibility of automation in driving, for example, which is really soon.
So put Uber out of business.
And that would put approximately like 40%, because 40% of America is currently employed in the transportation industries.
Right.
That would cause, like at the very least, a very large displacement in terms of jobs.
For sure.
Would a solution that then to be like a possibility of universal basic income? And if not, then like what?
So I have two problems with universal basic income. My first problem with universal basic income is that automatically my view is that it causes inflation. If you just give people a bunch of money and tell them to spend it, then prices are going to rise accordingly because everybody's just going to adjust for the fact that everybody has more money to spend. It's helicopter cash. You drop helicopter cash all over the world and the prices are automatically going to rise.
Well, the prices, the money would still be backed up by like physical goods though, because robots are still the one producing those physical goods. So it's not like there's
right, and so then, but now you're getting back to my first point, which is that if robots are producing everything, then we're all cool and who cares? They'll just keep producing everything forever and we're happy.
So then I guess in your case then
So once the robots make everything free, then yes, I'm for universal basic income because everything's free. But until we have utopia and the robots make everything for free, there will be scarcity in the market. And as long as there's scarcity in the market, there needs to be a pricing system for that scarcity because otherwise you're not going to produce more of that, you're going to produce less of it. So that's the basic economic point.
And